94.51.
You got that right. You can get your confession on the air at 704-570-9595. Producer Nicole alerted us that we have some music for you, some music downloads just for calling in, taking a minute to call us. Get your confessions on. I'm upset because we had someone that had a War of the Roses confession on hold, and now they're gone.
Oh, no. Well, we were on a break for quite some time, so maybe they'll call back. 704-570-9595.
All right, here we go.
To kick confession when Wednesday off, we have Anonymous in Charlotte. Welcome to the MRL Morning Show.
Hi. All right. I've been holding this for 10 years. My confession is, okay, so I'll walk you through it. I have a sister. She's 6 years younger than me. And, oh my God, about 10 years ago, I pushed her down the steps at our house because she was just being annoying. I remember specifically her just continuing to bother me to the point that I just pushed her and she went flying down our steps and broke her leg.
Oh my gosh!
I feel so bad.
Yeah.
And this is the part that makes it worse is that I just left her there. Like I remember thinking that she was playing. She was crying and she was saying like, "Oh my God, thank you." She kept saying like, "I think you broke my leg," and she was telling me like this hurt, and she was crying, and I just was like, I thought she was being a drama queen.
Right.
So I'm like, whatever, and literally just left her there. And when I came back about 20 minutes later and really realized like, wait, she's still on the floor. That's when I started to realize that something was wrong, and I called. So like literally to this day, I called my mom. To this day, no one but her and I know because I forced her when my mom came. I gave her this mean look, and I told her, like, you better not say I did it. And she did it.
She didn't say it?
Wow.
I would have sold you out.
Me too.
Yeah.
And Mom still doesn't know?
She did it. To this day, it's just her and I that know that when she had that big fiasco of breaking her leg, it was because I pushed her.
When you broke her leg, then, like, for months on end, did you do anything and everything? Like, wait on her?
To make it up?
Bring her things?
No, honestly, I did. I felt really, really bad once I realized that that's what I did to her because she didn't deserve. I mean, she was being annoying, but obviously annoying doesn't deserve, like, a broken leg.
Mm-hmm. Obviously, Anonymous, you haven't spoken with your sister in 10 years is my guess.
What did you say?
I said, obviously, you haven't spoken to your sister in 10 years is my guess.
No, we're great.
Oh,
we're great. And I think the fact, I mean, in some weird, sick way, like it might have even brought us closer just because she didn't tell on me.
Mm-hmm.
And who wouldn't tell on somebody for doing that, you know? So, like, she didn't tell on me. She's definitely kept it a secret for 10 years. I was as helpful as possible during that time. Like, I definitely did everything that I could for her.
Okay.
The last 10 years
Thanks,
to
Anonymous.
make it up to her.
Thanks for your confession.
Yeah, I tried.
Right. Let's.
The sister's probably like, you go first.
Sure.
Down the steps. I'll go second.
All right, let's go to Anonymous and Gaffney. Welcome to the MRL Morning Show. What would you like to confess?
Good morning. I told my work that my son's daycare was starting new hours and they didn't open till 7:30. Just so I could be 15 minutes late to work and listen to the whole War of the Roses story, so I wouldn't have to wonder all day long what happened.
That's awesome.
That's awesome that you somehow convinced your bosses to go late so you could hear War of the
I was
Roses.
just like, I can't because I live in another town and it's like a 30-minute drive. And I'm like, I can't make it by 8 o'clock. Is 8:15 okay? And they were like, yeah. So every day I get to kind of ride around in Gaffney for a few little seconds and listen to the end of the story so I don't have to wonder all day.
She's driving in circles around
That's
the
hilarious.
building.
What would be a better time for War of the Roses for you, Anonymous? If just in an imaginative world we were going to change it? Where we play Can't Beat Loren, 7:35-ish?
Yeah, that would work.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Okay.
Kiddies are still in the
Well,
car
I don't know.
at that point, typically.
That's true. We try and get it where the kids might not be in the car, getting out of the car, because some of the adult tones.
How many times have we met, fans, and they're like, "Oh, my kids love War of the Roses," and I'm like, well, "Your kids listen to War of the Roses?"
Yeah, the War of the Roses about having multiple people in the bedroom was hilarious to my kids. Like, what?
My son is a fan. Now, he's only 15 months, and he's a fan of everything. And he laughs. He he doesn't understand, but he'll laugh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
But I
hilarious.
get really into it. I'm like, oh, no, he didn't. And
Yeah.
I told you, like, I'm just talking to myself, and he just thinks it's so funny.
We
Well-
heard from so many people. Doctors don't go into their surgeries. Someone said they got out of a ticket because the police officer asked what they were listening to, and they said War of the Roses, and he said, my favorite segment. I'm not going to write you up.
So thank you for going into work late every day so
Yes.
you can get your War of the Roses. We really appreciate that.
Y'all are welcome. Y'all have a good day.
You too.
Too.
Sorry that you hate Wednesday because we don't do it.
Right.
Yeah, but
She
gets
actually goes to
confess.
work early on Wednesdays.
6:50 is when you hear the War on Wednesdays, typically, yeah.
Now, if you are one of those people that you're like, hey, it's 7:58, I got to be in my office by 8, and I always kind of miss the back end of War of the Roses, you can get it on the podcast. Just download the Kiss 95.1 app, listen to War of the Roses there.
Cool. And we'll take another round of confessions. Like we said, we do have a couple music digital downloads for you to choose from. 704-570-9595. Get your confessions on. Also, we're going to read something from Charlotte Agenda, the confessions of flight attendants right here in Charlotte, coming up in 5 minutes.
This one is for the boys with the booming system. Top down AC with the coolest system.